Okay, another late night stream. So we're just waiting to get the deadline to come and go and all that kind of fun stuff. So I'm gonna do a course, but you guys are gonna have to endure me actually taking a couple practice swings here. Make sure I can even somewhat hit the ball straight. Okay, good enough. Good enough. So I think next up on my list is Nenestin Estates Golf Club by Mayday. 161 plays, 7.7. That's about where all the courses that I've seen so far have been. They've all been around between 150 to 200 plays, and all of them had that 7.5 to 7.9 rating. So tell people just how even a lot of this contest is. Best score globally was 15. Interesting. So sorry, while I'm doing this, I'm going to be back and forth. I'll be having to check the forums a little bit as well. Yes, for you guys watching that don't know, if you actually want these in the database, you need to submit them yourself. I do not submit them to the database. That is all on you guys. Okay. So Mayday's been putting out some good courses here. I think his last two have both made it on tour and had a good showing in the summer showdown. So see, he's gone with wrapping his light rough around everything. I'm assuming with the look that he's trying to get with his fringe right there that he's using Arctic Fury's technique of fringe manipulation, so to speak. We'll see how that works out. I don't think that it'll cause any playability issues, but right off the bat, just snap one off. Jeez. You guys saw me. I just sat and hit like 4 or 5 dead straight. I don't know why. All of a sudden I can't. As soon as I get into a damn game, I can't. Yeah, I'm probably going to screw myself on this shot. Yeah. I should have played a little bit higher up on that hill and letting it roll down. Oh well. Wouldn't be me playing if I didn't start out with a bogey, right? I'm 180, so we're going fast greens on this. I will say this, whatever he's got going on down here, it's giving him some pretty rough edges around some things. Not, it's not a big deal. It's just completely aesthetic, but it's not as clean of a look as what I've become accustomed to with this stuff. Just from the outset, it looks like he's done the work to fill in the gaps on the cart path. I mean, do a little bit of extra work in making sure they're flat just to finish them off. I mean, if we're gonna get right down to it and nitpick the hell out of it, yeah, that's true. But at least he took care of a lot of the crud. No, bowl games went exactly the way I thought they would. No shocker to me whatsoever. Well, he's definitely got some good size going on with his greens. Not a big fan of this manufactured fringe thing he has going on with it. No, he was like trying out a. I figured Ohio State would lose that bad. I really didn't think they should have been in the playoff to begin with, to be honest. But I've seen them play too much this year. I think they've gotten lucky in a few games. They were nowhere near as good as the other three teams in there. All three of the teams in the playoff would have whipped the shit out of them. But I'm just saying. Of course, the ball will stop like that on a downslope. Does that make any sense at all to anybody? I actually played that ball specifically right there because I knew there was a slope going right down into the hole right there. It's exactly why I played that damn shot. But go figure. God bless. And of course, my putt bounces over the cup. Hold on one second. I've got it. I gotta see that again. That ball actually bounced. That was heading down. That ball. Okay. Okay. Didn't have that much speed on it, but whatever. And people wonder why I don't play a lot of tournament rounds anymore. This is why. Right edge or not, man. I just sat and watched the replay 3 times. That ball was going in. It hopped at the front of the cup. That ball should have gone in. It wasn't like it skimmed over the right hand edge. It was curling in right hand edge to middle, and before dropping, it just mysteriously bounced up in the air. So I can go back and show the replay again. Nice long par 4 right here. I mean, maybe Mayday's been around for a minute, so there's not a lot that I can technically just, rip on. Those bunkers are sculpted. I think there's shapes that he could use on these areas to frame his hole a little bit better. But that's just a personal choice. It didn't have anything to do with the course. I can't say that I'm a big fan of this exaggerated fringe up there. I think it was something he was just really wanting to try, but I don't think it does anything for the looks of the course at all. It actually makes it look more unclean. I mean, as a designer, when you get up here and you start seeing all these jagged little cuts and bumps and everything else, like I said, it's not anything that you that would cost you a contest or anything. But just as a personal preference, I just don't think it looks as clean as other stuff he's done. What's he got going on back here? Okay, I guess that's his fields. It's got good size greens. So interesting contouring going on. It's definitely got movement on it. So lots of areas to pin. I missed that one because I hit it too hard. That was actually on me. But the other one, I'm still standing by. I don't know how the damn putt didn't drop. So I should be what, 3 under after 4? So I'm even par. Oops, sorry, didn't get the flyby. It would have been nice to have seen a little bit more grass and stuff kind of worked into this area, but I mean he's got some to kind of break it up, so I can appreciate that. But I'm still a big fan of anytime you're going to use these cattails or bulrushes as they're called in the game to incorporate some heavy grass in them because they just stick out so bad when they're out there by themselves. But you can see where he started working it. This is the look I was expecting kind of all the way around it. This is exactly what I'm talking about. So I don't know if he ran out of time or if it was a crashing issue where he was just finally like piss on it and tired of it crashing. That's actually what happened to me on Kakalaki. I ended up taking a lot of stuff out because I couldn't make it. I couldn't do it everywhere where I needed to do it, and crashing just got to be a pain in the butt. So 556, par 5. Never gave it a shot. I'm surprised that stayed in the fairway. I had that moved so far over the right and hit it like that. Okay. Hey, I might get a birdie out of this one. Oh my goodness. I might actually get this one. Good Lord. So we're just about an hour out, fellas. We're just about an hour out. So I think the last time I looked, we had 6 not published. I think Yates is wrapping his up now. I've heard nothing from Burton Cat. Have no clue if Fickett's going to get his, if he sent it to somebody else to publish or not. So at this moment, I'm not expecting it. Um, Greg Olson, which is exactly what happened in the Summer Showdown, entered, never heard from him again. So I don't know. Be interesting to see. As it stands right now, Group A, pretty much wide open. Well, I wish somebody would have told me. The planning was nice around that hole. It's a nice backdrop. I'll say this: Mayday always does a good job of routing his holes and the way he has his layout. One thing you can give him. I think my main issue with this course thus far that there's not been anything through 5 holes or 6 holes that just has that wow factor to it. It's just a very straightforward playing parkland course or style course, but nothing bad with that. I mean, I actually like it. It just doesn't. He had the East Course at Noel Valley and Laurel Run, and they both kind of grabbed your attention from the beginning and kept it going. And this one's kind of started out a little bit slow, but some nice planning right there. It's a nice look. An interesting little hole right here. Yeah, it would have been nice if Tim would have sent me a private message or something and let me have known that, because I can't assign judges until I know who's complete or not. Even if somebody's not going to finish, if they let me know in advance, I could already have the judging schedule and everything set. I mean, I've got it tentatively, but the way it looks right now, I'm going to have tons of matches. I'm just going to end up canceled because, like I said, that's at least 5 that I don't think are going to finish. We'll find out in 1 hour on the nose. We will see. Of course, we're going to back up. Yeah, it is what it is. Like I said, I just like a little bit of notice. I don't really see the point of entering a contest and not putting something out, but that's beside the point. More than anything, it just holds me up from being able to do things. I mean, I could have had a lot of my background work done already, so instead, I can't do it till tomorrow because people weren't courteous enough to pop me a message and say, oh, yeah, by the way, I'm just not going to be able to get this wrapped up. I mean, I'm not gonna like put people on the rack or anything for not finishing a damn course. It is what it is. Yeah, I didn't hit that hard enough, and I knew it, and I knew it was breaking to the left the entire way, even after I moved it left. So, oh well. Some nice planting here off the tee. It's a nice look. Yep, that's what happens when I try to read at the same time I'm swinging. Right in the middle of my backswing, that comment popped up, and I was sitting there looking at it. And I'm not into this. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm not into this tonight. I'm ready to go to bed. I've been ready to go to bed since about 7:30 because I'm old. So that was completely on me. It's a dipshit swing. Will this one back up? Of course not. This one won't back up. The 95 yarder did. The 95 yarder had all sorts of damn backspin on it. So, so that one not only flew the pin by a good 4 or 5 yards, it had no backspin on it whatsoever. So, more great ball physics. No, I mean that's true, Mike. I mean if we're just like ranking them one through whatever, it doesn't matter. But considering we're not, that we have a shit ton of judges that are all dependent on a schedule of some sort, then yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it irritates me more when somebody doesn't let me know they're not gonna finish than it does them not finishing because everybody else is on hold right now. Yep, that's a nice look. A lot of time went in some rock work right there. That's a nice look off the tee. It seems like I'm seeing more and more holes over 480 yards. It seems to be a shit ton of them these days. Oh, there's already a couple of people that never have any reason to sign up for a contest of mine ever again. So there's two people in particular on this one that I mean they've still got an hour, but I've not heard anything from them or anything else, and this will be the second time they would have done it to me, so I won't fall for it a third time. Well, I thought I would have had a good chance at birdie. I really don't think I'll make this putt. Nope. There's actually more break in that than what the grid was even showing me. I was sitting there looking at it, and I'm not going a grid outside the damn hole on that putt, and I probably would have had to made it. So, piss on it. That's what it is. Don't give a shit. It's a nice look right there. Yeah, he's definitely stepped it up on the last few holes. Just about the time that I said, it's a nice layout, and it's clean and everything else, but nothing really wows me. He's putting in some nice looks through here, so it's a nice looking hole. Nice looking hole. I wonder if that's reachable. Nope. It's a par 5. Oh, goodness. I'm going to play this the way that I shouldn't, but yep. I knew better than that. I was actually going to take a 3-iron and play a shape shot into that and just let it hit and roll for a little bit, but instead we'll do this, and it's plugged. It's plugged, so I can live with it. Yeah, I'm not crazy about the light rough. I'm really not. But that's to each their own. Then another par 4 over 480 yards. Then of course you start getting this, and I think he already knows this, but I mean this is what I was talking about. You just don't have a clean looking course, because now then because of the way it's working and everything, you've got your damn grid box, out on your friends. It's just kind of is what it is. I mean, I understand wanting to do some new things and try some looks out, so can't hammer it too hard, but this takes away from the cleanliness of the course. So 485 yard par 5 with a tight landing area coming up there. And as most people know by now, I'm never really a big fan of sticking these pins up here within 4 yards of the front edge of the green on these distance shots. I mean, you got a big, nice green back there. That's honestly the best pin location on this green. Come on, Mayday. Come on, man. You're better than this. And I say that jokingly. I just don't. I just don't see the point in them. I really don't. There's other ways to take advantage of that green. So, I mean, really, how the hell am I supposed to play this? Okay, whatever. See if I can just sneak it up there and get it close and let that little downslope carry it the rest of the way. Nope. Well, that's kind of a neat looking hole. Definitely got some tricks to it, but let's see where my green's flowing here. So it's got a little bit of a run that way anyway. So, okay. Let's just do it this way. Is it going to stay up? Nope. Yeah, it actually did. Hmm. I don't want to play with this too much, I don't think. Yep, I had the right line on it. Just didn't put enough on it. I wasn't going to play with it too much with 180 greens. He's done a pretty good job with tree placement on this one. And it gives a nice wide open feel to it. Yeah, I see bad things happening on this one. I see bad things. What do you say, Obi? Yep, I may have been better off just going 3-wood on that and laying it up. This is going to suck. This is going to suck. I'm not a bad putter, but this one has bad intentions. I'm about to take birdie off the table on this one. Man, look at that. Too much. A little bit too much. So like I said, I'll take birdie off the table. Because just about every putt has had this kind of movement to it. I hit it too hard. Now I might bring bogey into it. Because once again, every putt has this on it. Every single putt. Interesting hole. I guess you can live with some janky ass slope to your right around your hole if you're gonna, make it a drivable off the tee. But it seems like we've had a lot of putts on this one. It's just had extreme side hill putting. Like there's some nice planting back there in the distance. Well, ordinarily, if I was going to play this, I'd play this ball a little bit long with this and use that back slope right there to bring the ball back down. However, what I have learned tonight is that it's not going to come back down. It'll dead stop right in the middle of that red slope. That's what I've learned tonight. So I'll try it anyway, but I'm not expecting much on this one. Almost a little bit above my feet. Now it should come back down. Nope. Of course not. He's used a lot of that, the bushes that look on a lot of his holes. Of course, that's a view that we had from a different tee box, or is this the one upcoming? I don't think I've played that one yet. I think that's going to be hole 16. But he's used that look quite a bit. It works. It's a nice look. That'll work fine. That beats the alternatives. That was a simple bailout shot right there. Simple bailout shot. Yep. Actually thought I was going to make that one. Just a little bit off. Yep. I like the planning that he's got there on the tee box. I'm not crazy about the way the bunker looks when it comes off. It could have been dressed up a little bit better. I'll show you what I'm talking about in 1 second. So this bunker, had we actually raised the lip on it right here, kind of made a hill out of this area and made it blind over the top of that bunker, I think it would have been a pretty sweet little look. Right now it just kind of, I don't know, just looks a little bit off to me. It's got some scraggly edges to it as well. The way that thing's cut out, it's not very clean. Wow, how did I manage that? Oh well, let's test this bunker out. How in the hell did I manage that? And of course, it's got to be on a 474 yarder. So, let's just take a bogey on it and be done with it. Yeah, go on. Get on down the damn hill. Oh, same thing. We've got like a little bit of a back slope back there, so let's play this and see if this actually works. Probably not. So, too much. Might actually come back to where I was. Yep, that ball's going to come right back to where I was. Fuck. Now, that was me being stupid. Are you kidding me? That's actually what I was trying to do on the last shot, but instead of actually stopping it or getting a 60% shot on it, instead I got 91% in extreme right hook, so whatever. I am not the guy to be doing these playthroughs this time around. I just have no interest at all in playing this freaking game. I'd rather spend my time at a decider. So from what, 5 under to 2 under that quick. Yay. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. Yep, Yates got his in. So what we got here? 213 minus 5. Your planting up there is kind of hidden off your tee box. Probably would have either raised that area up or lowered my tee box to kind of bring that into view. It's a nice look, but it's completely hidden. There's a rock wall over there. Did that on Noel Valley on a hole as well. But yet again, we've got a 213 yard shot, 4 grid blocks onto the green. Yay. So once again, we've got a nice big ass green up here, but we're going to stick it to the one place where it's just really not a great pin placement. So, I mean, this is fine for tour play if you're just like trying to dick people out, but when you're trying to showcase your course, this is never a good idea. Sorry, Mayday. This is just not a good idea. Yeah, piss it. So, I mean, I think sometimes you guys forget that this is for a contest. This is for showcasing your course. If you're pinning this for tour play and you want to put this up there for a round as just a, flip me off kind of shot, it's fine. But when you're trying to like get me to look at your course and you're trying to get me to evaluate it, I mean, come on, it's 5 yards on the freaking green on a 213 yard shot. I mean, that's my play on it right there. What am I supposed to do? Hit a 5-wood into it? Nope. So, just saying. Not a choice I probably would have made. And we come to our finishing hole. Nice job of showcasing this clubhouse there in the background behind the green. Having a little parking lot going on. 461-yard hole. Mm. Okay. So what he's telling me right here is land it here so I can give you a shitty putt, because if you even go a little bit long, then you're 10 times screwed. Once again, I don't mind some runoffs like this. I prefer to do this on holes that are shorter. I'm not a big fan of doing this on holes where you know you're going to give somebody a 190-yard shot into it, but just a personal preference. I don't mind those running off to the side, like to the left or the right, as much as I do behind it. But I mean, this is, I don't know, it's a little bit janky. So we'll definitely club up and we'll make sure we par it. I'm not going to go for you up here. I see no reason to even take that one on. Well, maybe I should have done a little bit better job of getting it closer than that, because now then with this speed of green, I've got a real chance of running it right on by there and down the hole. So nice, hooray me. Yep, I had just the right speed on it. So all in all, good solid course. I mean, Mayday puts out good stuff, man. This is no exception. It's thought it played pretty well. A couple of things here and there I wasn't a fan of, but I think that's going to be a case with almost any course. I mean, I think that's the case with pretty much anything anybody puts out. You come to a couple areas, you're like, eh. But I think more than anything on this one is pin placements. You know, the 17th, I'm not a big fan of the pin 5 yards on the freaking green on a 200-yard tee shot. Come on. On this one right here, I don't mind the slope being at the back, but don't put your tee right up against it. That's a 190-yard shot, man. With any kind of tailwind, I mean, because of the way the green is sculpted in front of that, you're just basically flipping somebody a finger. I don't think every hole has to be birdied or anything else like that, but sometimes they need to make sense, and that's just pulling it a little bit too extreme for my taste. But that's nitpicking, and like I said, I don't think it's anything that's going to cost the course or anything else. Just my personal preference on certain things. So that's more of the scheduler in me coming out on those. That when I look at them, I'm like, I don't want the pins there. So that would be something as a schedule that I bring up for CC, especially like, move your pins, man. Don't put them in those spots. It just doesn't make sense. But other than that, man, good solid course, and expect it to rate pretty well in the contest. So see how it comes out of the group. And then, well, crap, we are officially 20 minutes away from deadline, so guess I'm going to cut this one off and get it archived and up on this thread and everything else, and wait and see if anybody else happens to submit in the next 20 minutes. I'm not expecting it, but we'll see. I may be surprised. Other than that, I will be taking my cranky ass to bed shortly after that. I am, guys. I apologize. I'm crazy cranky tonight, so I am tired. I've been ready to go to bed since like 7:30, 8 o'clock. It's not a lie. But anyway, once again, Mayday. Good solid course. Happy New Year back to you aces. Happy New Year to everybody else like watching and tuning in and everything else. I'll be back on tomorrow. I'll probably rip off 3 or 4 at least tomorrow. So I'm going to get up and design a little bit in the morning, and then probably about 11 o'clock or so I'll jump in and do a couple of courses and hopefully get sexy bath time with the wife and come back and do a couple more, and then go to Titanfall for the night. And then next week it's going to be hot and heavy. I'll be pulling off 4 or 5 a day. All next week. So other than that, Happy New Year to you guys all. Thanks for checking in, and I'll check you tomorrow.